What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video of my problems of my car. I know I haven't updated you guys in a while. I haven't really had anything to talk about until now. So a couple of things I want to talk to you guys before I get to the main stuff is I changed out my coil packs. I bought some brand new ones. These are original OEM ones. These are, for some reason, are acting up a little bit. And I've noticed that for a couple of years ago when I had the 366, and I'm sure you guys have seen my videos of me making 703 horsepower, and I believe it was 637 or 627. There's two videos of the dyno from a couple of years ago, and one of the videos you can actually hear the misfire, and I thought it was the fuel relay, which was one of the reasons. The main reason was those things. And I ended up buying some brand new ones from Amazon, which cost me $400, $400 something dollars. So ever since then, I haven't been having some issues. So that comes, I was having some spark plug, which I thought it was spark plug issues. I kept changing my spark plugs every time I did the oil change or often. And the issue was still there. So we ended up finding out that it was the spark plugs, and I ended up spending $400 and replacing those. So that's good to go. I don't know if I talked to you guys about this, but I ended up getting a new SP intake. I had the black piece here. I kind of didn't like it. So I just ended up getting a new SP one. This is, very nice. I like it. And so we're going to keep the engine bay the way it is as of right now, and possibly forever until, knock on wood, something happens to the motor. Let's talk about my other issue, which probably going to be in the wintertime that I'm going to fix. It's the trunk. Remember the fuel smell issue that I've been having, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I ended up changing the gasket on the fuel tanks. I ordered some new bolts and gaskets from Toyota. Well, that wasn't the reason why I had some fuel smell. It's because, and I'm going to try to see if I can record this with this holding against my head, is, remember how I mentioned in the video why this was hard? Like, this is really hard, and then come down here, it's like really soft. See that? Soft and really hard. Yeah. So I brought my car to show my wife's cousin the car because he hasn't seen it in years. And I had the Wabro. I believe it's the 450 that's bad. The fuel pump is bad. And how I knew it was bad is because the ground over here, it like was wet, and it was like the fuel was climbing up, and hence the reason why this is hard. Because I've been driving with this bad fuel pump for a while now, or every time it got on the boost, the pump was turning on. So the reason why this is hard is because of the fuel. It climbed up all the way up to here, and then it gets soft here because it evaporates. I believe it's right here. It's hard up to here, then evaporates right about here. So all the way up to here, the fuel was climbing up the ground wire. Not pretty cool. So I didn't notice it until I brought the car here, and I was showing him the audio and my horrendous mess over here. And I found out why my wire was wet. Ended up noticing that the fuel was climbing up the ground over here. So yeah, that was my fuel smell issue that I've been having inside the cabin without me realizing that my pump was bad. And the reason why I know this pump was bad is because the SC build that I did had the similar issue. It was a China pump. And now, I'm not saying anything bad about the company that I bought this from. I bought this from Summit. And again, Summit has been really good to me and in the past with parts buys and stuff. But this fuel pump, again, I bought this, a year or 2 years ago. And I cannot really say, hey, Summit, you guys give me a bad pump. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 450. I doubt it's the Helicat. The reason why I doubt it's the Helicat is because the main pump right now, I believe, is on the Helicat, and it's been holding up 600 plus horsepower without a hiccup. So and there's zero fuel pressure issues. So I don't think that's the issue. So I'm pretty sure it's the 450 that I bought from Summit a couple years ago. And yeah, so I was planning on replacing the pump, but then I realized the car's running and I don't want to take it apart and do the pumps, because the pumps are not easy to do on this car. You have to literally install the pumps in the tank, and I don't feel like doing it, and I don't feel like dealing with the frustration because I just want to be able to enjoy the car for the summer. And yeah, so that's going to be a winter project. I'm going to drop the tank, put a for another 450. Probably gonna buy it from SP, and then possibly gonna be dropping the subframe to do the studs for the rear and the bushings for the subframe, and then I'm gonna get the diff rebuilt. The thing that I'm gonna be working on now is I want to talk to you about. It's the main topic is the sway bars. Now, I've been going for drives in here and there. I went on a cruise, sunrise cruise, and a lot of these guys are, I'm keeping up with the cars. It's not a problem. I've kept up with the Ferrari. I've kept up with the Huracan without an issue. But when it comes to turns, the car is ridiculous. It's the body. I can feel like it's rolling, and I did everything in the front, which is the coilovers. I did the new bushings all around on the subframe. We got the upper new controller arms, brand new. The end links are brand new. And the only thing that I missed, and I did change the bushings on, was the sway bars. And I've been told to replace the sway bar on the front, but not the rear. But I ended up buying a whole full kit, which was from online. And the brand that I bought was Whiteline. And there's a bunch of different brands out there. There's Tsunabe. There's Whiteline. There's Kisco's. If I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I don't know what else. I don't know if HKS made sway bars for our cards. So again, there's variety brands, right? And I believe Whiteline's an Australian brand. And this on every other website is like 500 something. I bought this for 400, I believe, shipped. 400 some change shipped. And this is from a website called Elite Lab, I believe. And it's a veteran owned, and his prices are less than some other websites. Obviously, business people got to, make some money somewhere with the markups and stuff like that. So I bought this, and I want to go ahead and install it. Probably going to be in a couple of hours or so. It's right now is 6:30, and I want to be, go enjoy some time with family and eat dinner. So later tonight, I'm going to continue this video. I'll show you guys exactly how I'm going to install it. It's literally first of all, I'll take it apart and show you guys exactly what I get with the kit. I'm not going to be installing the rear one. From what I've been told from my buddy who tracks his Supra, that you don't really need a rear one. And they want to make sure that you keep the rear sway bar either the factory or thin. This is thin. But the reason why I'm not going to replace this today or anytime soon until the rear subframe comes out is because I don't have end links for the rear subframe. And I believe those are factory. And I'm sorry. They're not factory because I changed the control arms on those things. So, again, I might not be replacing these. We'll see how I feel. But I am going to replace the fronts, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the front. The front ones are like really, really thick. I believe this is 33 millimeter. A lot bigger than the factory. So show you guys exactly how I install it. And then from what I've been told, a lot of people do rock the end links that they provide, and some people have said that they are garbage. As of for right now, I'm going to leave it use these end links for now. I'm not auto crossing this car the second I install it. In winter time, I'll probably get the adjustable end links, which are like $120 something from Drift Motion or somewhere online. I didn't want to spend an extra $100 right now just because I don't want to spend money. So even though I spent $400. So that's the thing that's going to be happening later tonight. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I install it. I'm going to go ahead and take the wheels out, the sway bar out, the end links. There's 2 bolts on each side, and then there's 2 bolts four bolts, 2 bolts on each bracket. It's 10 millimeter, I believe. You just take them out, and then end link pieces come out, and that stock piece comes out, and then install the Whiteline one. So show you guys exactly how I do it when I get to it tonight. All right. Till then, stay tuned. All right, guys, I got the sway bar out of the box. I got all the pieces out of the box. I'm about to go ahead and start on doing the lower sway bar. The factory one, I already got the bolt nuts on each side loose. The top one, I do got to loosen the suspension one, which I'll do after I take the sway bar out. So basically, this is the kit. This comes with the, from the box. I haven't opened the rear one because I'm not going to be using the rear one. But this is the instructions that you get. There's 3 settings on this. There's 2 adjustables. Basically, it's hard, medium, and soft based off how I'm seeing this picture. Probably going to be leaving it on medium setting just because I'm not going to be auto crossing or anything like that. And I will be taking some back roads, making some turns here and there. Just want to see how it handles. But again, I'm not going to be going like crazy auto crossing and back roads or even going on taking it to a track or anything like that. Just wanted to see how it handles. I just want to get rid of that body roll the way I'm feeling right now with the stock suspension. Stock sway bar, I should say. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the stock one. I'll show you guys exactly how this one goes back on. There is 12 millimeter bolts are being held. There are right here. There's one right here. I already got one out, and there's another one out there. There's 2 bolts on each side. Just undo it with a gun or a wrench. I was trying to record it for you guys, and I couldn't do it with one hand, and I don't have a proper stand to record and hold on the bottom there. And I'm out of breath for some reason because I decided to eat hot Cheetos, and I feel like I had acid reflux right now. So, yep. Stay tuned for the stock sway bar to be out. So, I got the stock sway bar out. Literally took me 2 seconds. Again, it's held by 2 12 millimeter bolts on each side, a total of 4 bolts. And it was easily out. So look at how the difference that it, difference between the Whiteline and also the factory one. They kind of run the same way, but then this one goes this weird way, and then this one goes the bent way. So I guess once I go ahead and install this, I'll have to figure out exactly how to properly install it. So I'll show you guys when I actually got this sway bar installed, how we're gonna install the inside pieces of it. So I just gotta get this brackets out and then put new bushing brackets here, and I believe I gotta grease these up a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and install them. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I got the sway bar installed. This has got to be the most weirdest, not even a word, or is it? Installation I've done with the sway bar. This end link is weird as hell, and let me explain why. They give you the instructions and stuff, and they're very easy to read and understand and install. Obviously, like I mentioned, there's 3 different settings. There is a medium setting, there's a hard setting, and there's a soft setting. The soft setting is the farthest away from the front, meaning this is going towards like the door and the back side, middle of the car and back, right? And then hard would be the front of the car. Get it? So very easy. I ended up going with the hard. Figured why not? Soft is probably gonna feel the body roll. Medium, if I'm gonna do medium, might as well just do hard. I'm not gonna drive the car often. I just drive it on the weekend, so if I do some turns, it'd be nice and stiff, right? With the stiff suspension. So here's what's confusing about this installation. They give you all the bolts and pieces and everything, and I got a little bit confused here. So instructions very clear. I did get a little confused here because they give you illustrations and stuff like that. And the thing that confused me and kind of was scratching my head was this, right? So you got you get 2 bolts. There's a short bolt and a long bolt, and I wish I had recorded the video for you to show you guys the comparison. They're really, slightly a little bigger. The bottom one is slightly bigger than the top one. So you got the bolt, then you get a small washer, then you get small bush. They call it a small bush, this little piece right here, and the big piece right here is the big bush. So you got the small bush, then you got a washer, then you got the nylon nut, right? Very simple. Got the medium setting, like I mentioned. Front of the car is the hardest, tight, stiff setting, medium, and then soft. And by the way, these bolts, the nut and the bolt is 17 millimeter for those who are wondering what the size of these bolts are. Now, this is the big bush. Now, here's what kind of threw me off a little bit. You got long bolt, a small washer, which is right there, right? Then you got a spacer that they give you to install. Then you got a big washer you got to install between the big bush. Then big washer, then a spacer, then the nylon bolt. I feel like a lot of this is unnecessary, but that's just the way they have it for the installation. This is an Australian company. Come on, Australia. I know you guys be making some crazy horsepowers and bills and stuff like that, but this, come on. This is I understand now. I understand why people say go with the adjustable end links, because this BS right here. I mean, I'm sure there's a functionality, but come on, space. You got long bolt, washer, spacer, washer, spacer, bolt. So I got the bolts completely tightened down for the whole sway bar. Do have somebody help you with the installation. Me being with the heartburn right now and trying to do this all by myself kind of sucks, but I got it done. Yeah, that's how it looks. Got it all installed on both sides. Very easy. It took me half hour or so of me taking my time and trying to breathe with this heartburn. And laying down and taking the bolts out and putting everything back on. And this thing is pretty heavy. And it is good. It's, what is this? I think this is 30 millimeter-ish. 30 millimeter, yeah. So 30 millimeter. I don't know what the factory one is. It's probably like 25, maybe less. This is a lot thicker. So we'll see how the difference, what it feels like when I take it out for a drive tomorrow. Now it's almost 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know this was a very short and me talkative, just trying to be informative how I install it. And I mean, the sway bar is the easiest thing you can install on the car. If you don't know how to install this, you shouldn't work on the car. But I'm just trying to be very helpful as possible for you guys to show how it looks. If you have any questions, please post comments. I'll be happy to help you out with whatever question you may have. And this is what it looks like on the other end. Again, backside soft setting, medium setting, and hard setting. Always front of the car will be the stiff setting. Right? All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Gotta clean the wheels and then put the wheels back on, and then I'll double check everything underneath the car to make sure there's nothing leaking and everything checks out. And yeah, and then on that note, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.